What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. WANDANCE is so back. I'm so chill. I'm so nonchalant. To all my fans on this channel, all 17 of you, WANDANCE has finally put out a trailer. I've started writing the script on July 28th, and the trailer came out like a few days before that. So right now it is August 8th. I have no idea when this video is going to get done. I am so cooked, but I'm really hoping I can grind this video out soon.
Help me! Help!
First, let's run. Actually, no. First, before we even talk about the purpose of the video, I know you're going to get distracted because I like to make long videos and I'm going to yap. So at some point, you're going to want to dissociate. So I'm going to plug in my phone. I'm going to play like YouTube shorts here. I don't know if this is like allowed even. Am I allowed to do this? Give me one sec. Don't worry, guys. I got your real content coming up right now. Okay, actually, I just realized that this might be highly illegal. Just to, like, put other people's content in the background while I have my content. Like, it feels wrong. Okay, you know, here, what we're gonna do? We're gonna play my videos. We're gonna play my videos.
Michelangelo, Leonardo, Da Vinci, they're all dead.
I remain. You understand? I remain as a performance artist.
Right. You gotta watch me twice. And there we go. What else? I could probably like liven up my background. We got Plushie. We got Kerbo. Yeah. We got Curtis. We got Curtis in the building. Curtis. We got Okami. We got Sadaharu. And Gintama. Okay. All right. We are so back. So first, let's run through what we're actually covering. Right. So number one. What is number one? Oh, yeah, what is WANDANCE? So in case you haven't seen my prior video, which just, you know, went so viral on the internet, so incredibly popular, I know, I bet you guys are just blushing because I'm making so much time to talk with you guys. This is the part of the video where I get to tell you guys what I'm excited about for WANDANCE and the anime adaptation. I'm also going to tell you what I'm concerned about, and I'm also going to see just how much time I can milk out of listing off bullet points. Then we're going to break down the trailer. I'm going to make that part really quick. I don't think there's too much to see. And there, I want to focus more on the motion capture and the dancers and the music that WANDANCE might be bringing in to, you know, make the anime good, right? I'll bring up points that I brought up in my prior video, as well as giving us useful context. By the way, in case you're still watching at this point, I hope you are, please remember that I treat my videos sort of like, I don't know, like short stories. You know, when you open a short story book, you can kind of just like skip to any story and they'll stand well on their own. I think you can do that with my videos, right? So if you're landing on this and you're like, well, like Michael's talking a little bit too much, but I really do want to hear about like what the music is or like what the dancer for Iori is, right? Then you can just skip to that part of the video. I don't mind. I mean, I'm not like sponsored. I really hope that there isn't even ads on this, you know, because I'm not making money. So shout out to my Patreons. The joke is that I have none. For those of you who are just discovering me, I've been dancing for nearly a decade, and I've been doing like breaking, popping, locking, house, just generally trying out a bunch of different things. I started my freshman year of university. Also, I'm probably gonna make a video about how that journey has been, because I always started with freestyle dance. I never really did a lot of choreo, and I never did a lot of, you know, like structured classes. I also really got into dance when COVID hit, right? Which is probably a journey that a lot of people can relate to. So, you ready for the classic line? If you want to see content like this, be sure to drop a comment in the comment section below. Or I don't know if you're like using like an Apple Vision Pro Max Mega, whatever it's called. I don't know, maybe you need to like grab it, the content section, like bring it to your eyes. Nowadays, I'm like 50% breaking, 50% house, and I'm dancing out in New York City these days. WANDANCE is airing on Disney Plus in October and tells the story of Kaboku Kotani, a high schooler with a really rough stutter who struggles to just express himself at all because he has issues expressing himself out loud, desperate to communicate and express and just, you know, like get along in high school like a regular high schooler. He soon finds Hikari Wanda, the primary love interest and main female MC, just dancing in a school hallway in front of a window, because a window is slightly reflective. And for my dancers, seeing that panel is so real. Like, I remember I was back home, I used my fucking refrigerator reflection to try and practice popping. Those were dire straits. The dance stocks were low. That was low. And in that moment, it's almost as though he could hear her speaking to him. She was saying something, and she was saying something loud, even though not a single word was coming out of her mouth. Not a single word. and he fell in love. For someone who has not been able to speak properly for his entire life, or for as long as we know, the fact that one could just communicate freely, openly, without saying a word was magical to him, and it's exactly what he needed. Mind you, Wanda is not like mute. She's not like that girl from that one anime or show. There's like a movie and a show, I forget, but you know, she's not mute, right? It's just that dance means she can convey herself more effectively. Not more effectively, that sounds like so businessy. Like, she's more full as a human when she can communicate through dance, utilizing dance as a tool, as a message, to just feel and be more human, right? A journey of self-discovery, exploration, and self-love at the end of the day, right? Beautiful, beautiful themes that are universal across any like well-acclaimed story these days, right? Character discovers more about themselves either through foils of other characters or just through the life events that happen to them, and through those trials and tribulations they grow to be, you know, a more full character, you know, a person. Okay, hello. We are so back. Oh shit. Actually, no, you don't have the YouTube shorts yet. Okay. Stay. I'm realizing that because I'm not a professional, I don't know how to do this. Like, I think people record all in the same setting. I literally can't. Like, I record for a little bit and I get really fucking bored. So back at it again. Night 2. What are we here to talk about? What am I? Who am I? Why am I? Chat, am I real? We are here, gathered today for this holy ceremony of watching a YouTube video, to first talk about what I'm excited about, right? And the number one reason is there is no street dance anime. There's no street dance freestyle anime. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but prove me if I'm wrong. Like, it's not like we're in a rut of unique shows, right? I don't think that it being the only freestyle, street style dance anime makes it special, because there's a bunch of special shows right now, you know, like frieren, creative use of an aged MC. Orb is quite literally about heliocentrism, right? We got a bunch of shows getting like sequels, Bleach is finishing, and we have So, you know, everyone gets their rom-coms and their shonens and their shoujos and their yuri and their yaoi, but there is no street dance freestyle anime. But Michael, what is street style dance? What a great question, inanimate voice that came out of nowhere. I define street dance as referring to any dance that comes from the streets. Hip-hop is by far the most well-known example of a street dance style. But street dance is more so an umbrella term rather than just a single style. It's an umbrella term for styles that are just not from dance studios or schools, right? It's not like a Fred Astaire thing, right? It was grown organically, human to human, sweat to floor, body on body. So we're not talking about ballroom or ballet. We're not in like air-conditioned cushy studios. This is not choreography. This is freestyle. The only script is what the music tells you as the dancer, and then you and your body respond. Just like how Haikyu drove a bunch of people to get really, really into volleyball, and Blue Lock has gotten a lot of people to get into soccer, and how Attack on Titan like made us ready to fucking conscript and enlist and just throw our lives away for like a military campaign if the song is good enough. I hope that the advent of a highly successful freestyle street dance anime has the Haikyu effect, which is what I'm dubbing it. Something that is so touching, a human story that moves you to the point where you want to get into it to begin to experience that for yourself. Camaraderie, teamwork, bravery, self-love, expression. It doesn't matter the medium, right? It doesn't matter. It could be volleyball. It could be horse racing. Okay, it could be fucking horse girls. It could be horse girls. It could be ship girls. It could be horse guys. Crazy idea. But, you know, I mean, the point is, I'm hoping that WANDANCE will do so well to the point where it will bring more people to dance. Second is it's Studio Madhouse. Madhouse is making this. Like, Studio... And then we come to the idea of virality. I'm just gonna do like a quick screen share. I'll probably do it like over this clip. Just take a look at the most popular pieces of shorts content for WANDANCE right now, with just the trailer out. Like all you need is to put a little bit of music on some characters dancing and like, whoa, oh shit, that's content. Oh, WANDANCE has the potential to quite literally hijack the short form content algorithm because they're already going to be doing mocap of very, very good dancers. More on that later. They're going to be having a bunch of music go with it. More on that later as well. And they, you know, I think if they do a really good marketing campaign, it's going to be great. This brings me back to a point that I made in my video a couple months ago, which I'm going to play a clip of because I have the right to do that.
It is literally an entire manga about dance. And do you remember when, like, in DanDaDan, everyone was going crazy over how Momo was doing her little jiggy? Is literally for 3 seconds of the animation, and it just went crazy everywhere. And there's even a panel where the club president is shown to just like be doing TikTok dances. They have the source material, they have the focus, which is that this is quite literally a dance anime and manga. They just need to animate it well, pair it with a catchy beat. I think it's going to be a viral hit. And this is another reason why I absolutely adore and respect professional dancers like Hata. Choreos like her know how to make really good powerful anchor moments that can go viral. Think of like intricate finger work, ILLIT and Magnetic, right? Or you could think of Shay, the choreo behind Back on 74. That's another phenomenal example of like, they have an anchor moment. This of course takes nothing away from the skill and the ability of the dance. It is true, however, that these are meant to be very powerful marketing tools, right? The dance and the song coupled together make the appeal.
Those are a couple of the main points of why I'm excited and my hopes and dreams for making sure that WANDANCE can stick around as well. Just as a quick context, WANDANCE wasn't always confirmed to be alive. It isn't exactly a smash hit everywhere. It's not like Akane Banashi or Gachi Akuda or, you know, like Sakamoto Days or any of these like new series that are just like immediately popping off. WANDANCE is more so like it's been posting, right? And there have been some waves, but I'm hoping that the anime helps keep it alive. Or it might just be one of those shows with just one season, in which I'd be very sad. Gosh, I'm burping a lot. Sorry, you definitely needed to know that. Oh god. This is one of the first few times, if ever, that I'm aware of such a talented, incredible group of street style dancers getting together to mocap something for an anime. It's so cool. It's so cool. And it's also Madhouse. You just gotta trust Madhouse and Cyclone Graphics. I don't know much about their game. I looked up their website. I don't know. I mean, it looks like they do CGI. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let me adjust the microphone a little bit. Another recording session. This is after Anime New York City. I'll probably make a little vlog out of that. Now I need to talk about what I'm nervous about. So the first thing is that it's confirmed that they're using motion capture for the dance. Motion capture, great. You know, like there's examples of good motion capture. For example, if you look at how Monster Hunter Wilds, I think the name of that game is, if you look at how they did mocap, like that's just a masterclass, right? I also know that, give me one sec. This was stuck on my desk, a cord or something? I don't know. Anyways, oh, also, look at this. I don't think the mic's picking up on this. I think the mic's not picking up on it. So what I was saying, Leviathan, the show Leviathan, which by the way, I'm a huge fan of the book series. I know that Studio Orange, the people who did Leviathan, they like adapted it. They used mocap as well to like help model and reference the scenes. And I know that mocap is used heavily in the animation industry just to like help capture motion, right? To like see what it looks like on an actual body. The thing is, they're trying to mocap dancing. I don't know, like if you look at some really good dancers, like you can tell that unless they're deliberately trying to be stiff, it's very flowy, right? There's like a natural grace and humanity to the movement, though in a way that only the mechanics of a body can really achieve. Later in this video, I will have a section where we talk about the dancers that are being brought in for each of the main cast members, and we can take a look at what the movement inspiration might look like, but otherwise, it's a big concern for me. I'm sure we can all think of times where we see mocap usage in like animation or anime, and it can be kind of bad if done poorly. Another thing that I'm concerned about, music. The TLDR is that the music in WANDANCE cannot just be a single type of music, right? With different styles comes different music. And the mangaka, Coffee, he uses like actual music artists like Michael Jackson, Ed Sheeran, Jazztronic. We have big names. And I don't think Madhouse is going to be trying to license some of those songs. To address this concern and to spoil a little bit of what's coming later in the video, it is confirmed that they have like a cast of musicians, bands, artists who are contributing to the soundtrack of the anime. Lastly, this is going to be the shortest, but possibly the most important nervous thing. It's airing on Disney Plus in, I believe, the world, at least in the US, it's going to be on Disney Plus. There's a guy who's made a really good video about anime and airing on Disney Plus. I'll try to like put it somewhere. Does not bode well. Does not bode well at all. Disney tends to just not promote a lot of their anime very well, probably because they see anime as a direct competitor to Disney's own animations. So yeah, we'll see if WANDANCE actually gets the coverage that it deserves. Goodness. She's real. Wanda is real. Yo, wait, they actually made those eyes super fucking detailed. What is that? It's like, there's like glassy reflections in them. Oh, I like this music they got going on. Okay, so this is Kabo with his buddies. These are like signature panels as well. Right here, this is when he's actually thinking of Wanda after he's seen her dance for the first time. And he's just like so in love with dance. Like the freedom of expression that seemed to be possible for dance. This is also a signature frame where it's Wanda picking up a flyer for the dance club. I think this is like a 1-to-1 match with what the panel is actually like in the manga. It's so cool to see all these things. Like each of these are panels. Oh, this is actually the very, very beginning of the manga, if I remember right. This is when he's seeing a performance from the dance club and he actually gets nervous because he has bad memories from dancing before when he was in middle school and he got really embarrassed. Okay, that's the scene where I'm sorry, you're gonna have to deal with me nerding the fuck out. Like, if you want to watch the entire trailer uninterrupted, just go watch the trailer. It's 42 seconds, okay? But this is the specific moment where he confronts his friends. Wait, let's go here. Where he's like running. This is where he's confronting his friends over having recorded Wanda and how he just gets pissed at people for laughing at other people. But let's keep it running for now. Oh shit. Oh, okay, so this is the CG. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. Whoa, okay, wait, run that back. Okay. So a few things that we're looking for, right, is like full body dynamism. Is there full body movement? The cloth physics as well, in my opinion, are going to be pretty important here as well. I'm not like adjust glasses, like the cloth physics need to be extremely perfect. But also, you know, when you see a dancer move, it's not just the body, right? When you see a lot of dancers move, there's typically a slightly baggier fit to the clothing, and that actually helps convey movement more. Let me see if I can actually find a piece of clothing to help describe this. Give me one sec. Here we go. I don't know if the microphone's gonna pick up on this pretty okay, but here, let's okay. So where am I? I'm here. How the fuck do people do this? If I'm moving this arm, right, and I'm just like trying to hit a wave, just back and forth, like I'm able to hit an okay wave, right? But if I put on a baggier clothing item, all right, come on, all right. You see how with a baggier fit of clothing, it actually looks like I'm moving more body because there's slack here, right? So if I'm like trying to like move things over space, having a baggier fit helps me look like I'm actually using more space, when in reality it's my arm. If I'm tightening this is my arm, right? This. But with the clothing, it looks like I'm moving all of this, right? So that's why I mean like clothing physics are gonna be important. Also, as you see, like when I come up like this, also sorry, I'm looking over here because I got like another monitor. I gotta make sure I don't look fucking stupid. So, you know, like when I move up like this, there's curves that follow the line of the clothing, and I move up like this. So if I am, for example, reaching for a moment or stretching over this way or this way, I gotta make sure that like things are making sense. Right? Okay, and with that, we're gonna see how good the dancing scenes look. So we're looking for full body movement, we're looking for clothing dynamism. We're also looking to make sure that like, you know, clearly the animation style has like a certain quality to it. I really love how you can see reflections in the eyes right here. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful detail, right? Like these little glints of light. I think that these glints of light are great. I think these are pretty common, you know, like these are like very anime-esque, like very stylized, but the ones here are pretty nice. I like these a lot. But, you know, we have to make sure that the animation style and the CG style look relatively similar, right? Because we can already see, let's take like a little grab here. I don't know, like you can tell that it looks different, right? And I don't think different is a bad thing. I don't think different is a bad thing. but we have to make sure that it's not jarring, right? So let's run it back.
私もあんまり口で伝えるの得意じゃないから。
I love the song they use, Get Something Off Your Mind.
やりたいことやって変でいいよ
Okay. I think there are specific moments that
一つ分かったよ。
I'm really loving here. So I do love how these lines are actually traced. This reminds me a lot of what I really loved about WANDANCE when I first saw the art, which is these are very gestural lines that help identify the flow of movement. It's sort of like when you see like a punch in shonen, you see like these like lines that are drawn. I enjoy these a lot because I think the lines are also going to help track motion, because not everyone's going to understand like dance intimately, right? I'm hoping that a lot of people watch and they don't understand dance intimately. So that this way the gestural lines like these four can help identify movement. I see they switch back to regular animation here. I'm going to replay this one more time. I'm also, the eyes looked a little off to me. I don't know, it's like, I feel like those eyes kind of looking into nothing. When in reality, the eyes when you're dancing are not just, they're not open all the time, right? Like I know this is anime and like, ooh, like big eyes, right? But also, like, you know, when someone's dancing, like they're blinking, like they're looking, if they really know what they're doing and they're trying to connect with people, they're making eye contact, right? Of course, I know in this scene, Wanda is dancing in a school window as a mirror, so I can't, but yeah, like that. Like this is a bad this is a bad freeze frame. This like this, I don't know, man. I think I'm really cherry picking here. But at the end of the day, just like how masterclasses of animation, like for example, like Maharaga versus Sukuna, that fight, you take any frame, it looks good, right? That's like peak quality. I'm not expecting this to be Mappa generational levels of quality, because this is not Mappa, right? This is Madhouse. Madhouse plays a different game. I mean, you know, they are going to be teased if there are moments like this. And again, like the eyes could be a bit different. The nose and the mouth are also very still. This feels as though it's like the default face on like some sort of character. And I'd like to see more character put into the character. Furrowed brows, or like a slight smirk, or even like a small grimace, because not grimace from McDonald's. Like, I don't know, some look of exertion, because dance is also, okay, obvious statement of the year. Dance is very physical, right? You're using your body, you're using your whole body. I'm just cherry picking though. Oh, wait. She does blink there. Hold on, how do I go frame? How to go frame by frame on YouTube. Okay, we're back. So like, yes, the character does blink. So going frame by frame, I do like the hair. I like how they left a couple of strands to act as like dynamic sort of lingering notes. I'm falling in love very much so with these trace lines. I think they're going to look great when they adapt a lot of the breakers as well. This is a rough freeze frame. This is a really rough freeze frame. But again, my complaint around not blinking gets resolved there. I do like how like I can really see the fabric move there. I have no idea how they rigged that, but good on them. Coming up, clarity of movement. It's too bad that they are only showing us these short little snippets. I'm going to cut the trailer assessment there. I think I could keep yapping about this for a while. I said I'm going to make this a short section. I think this is probably going to be like 8 minutes or something, because we want to look at the dancers now for WANDANCE. I'm going to spotlight some of the dancers that I think are the most either important or just the coolest. Not because I think there's an objective cool ranking tier list, but just because as someone who's been breaking for a while, there are some b-boys that WANDANCE and Hata have brought in to, you know, be a part of this show that I really, really look up to. Like, they're high level, awesome dancers. Also, shout out Hata. I can't read Japanese, but I can read English. What's up, everyone? I'm back. Hopefully we're gonna actually finish up the video this time, because last time I made a WANDANCE video, it just kept stretching on and on and on and on and on. So, what are we talking about now? To wrap up, we're going to be talking about dancers that are going to be in WANDANCE. There's going to be 2 that I'm covering. They've got a full cast, but I'm only doing a handful because that's going to be a whole video on its own. And frankly, I don't think I have the time to cover every single dancer, because they're all really, really freaking good. I just saw the camera drop in my own video. Anyways, the 2 that we're covering are Yuki, who's a breaker, and youtee, who is a breaker as well as a house dancer. The reason that we're covering these two in particular is because I think that these two are the best castings that WANDANCE has. Yuki is a very, very high level b-boy who's competed at all the major competitions. Then we have youtee, who is a breaker as well as a house dancer, who matches the exact requirement that Iori has to have in the manga, which is that Iori started with breaking, but now goes into house, which means that he has to have like this light, floaty air. Also, Iori is apparently really, really tall. I think UT's frame matches that, because if you're tall, there's just a certain different way that you dance, right? Different body dynamics when you're moving more body. UT also has floor, right? He's a b-boy, and Iori also still has floor work in him. You know, like if you start with breaking, you don't just forget your foundations, right? As a breaker, you always remember the floor. Like you are inherently used to being on the floor. You can do those level changes. Welcome back, everyone. To start our showcase of Yuki and Yuti, we conveniently have a video that was made by, I believe, a Japanese breaking YouTube channel called Flava Japan, where they showcase not just Yuki and Yuti, but also the Shigekicks, as well as the mangaka, Coffee, who is a dancer. So we're just gonna like nerd out a little bit. I'm gonna skip us first to the parts where it is Yuki and UT who are just in a small like 1-round battle. I want to show you how their dancing looks. We have an MC here. On the right, or I guess on this side is UT. This side is Yuki. So again, this side house and breaking, this side breaking. Yep, we've got our names here. Okay, so it looks like with the music, they're making this a breaking battle. You see how light and floaty the top rock is? Hey. Light. Clean. Some floor. So usually how a round goes, you do some top rock, you do some floor work, and then you end in a freeze. The freeze is probably coming up. Oh, wait, run that back. Wait, watch his hand here. Watch his hand. He does a little wave there. Oh, shit. I think he's gonna finish the set. Nice. Cool. Nice round. Here we go. Here's Yuki. I wonder if he's gonna do his... Oh my goodness. You already know he's got it. He's probably gonna do his signature. There it is. So Yuki is known for his pencil mills. I will show you what those look like after that. Oh. Whoa. That's two high-level dancers right there, and that was probably like a practice round for them. That was definitely a practice round. We're gonna keep the video going. I believe this is the mangaka, Coffee. Let's see if I can find a place where Coffee's dancing. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Coffee is like tall. Also, he's like, I don't know, he's got that shit on, dude. Look at him. I think he's gonna dance here in a second. Oh, here we go. Back up. Okay. Yeah, some foundational tops. Okay, can you get onto the floor? Little 6-step, little CC. Okay. Can get into a freeze. Oh. Another thing that I deeply enjoy about these castings for both Yuki and UT is that they just match onto the dancers that they're supposed to be. For example, Yuki is going to be mocapping for Gaku. Gaku is known to be a powerhead, but he's not just a powerhead. It's clearly established in the manga, in the source material, that Gaku is not just one of those powerheads that just, you know, throws out an air flare and is like, all right, I'm done. That's all I got, right? He knows how to add sauce onto the movement, and Yuki fits that bill precisely. Yuki also has plenty of signatures, and I think those signatures could be really cool to see as maybe like Easter eggs in the animation itself. I have no idea how they're gonna do a mocap vest when a breaker is like rolling on the floor. I'm hoping that they don't break into the vests, because I'm guessing those vests are like expensive. UT is also really nice casting. A frame that I think of when it comes to modeling UT and Iori from the manga together is Iori in the manga has this specific panel where he's arriving to a breaking sesh and it just looks like he's like hopping and skipping. He's just like dawdling over, but in a really like coordinated dancer way. And youtee gives me that vibe with especially his top rock and his house, which we're going to take a look at together right now. For a little showcase, we're going to start with Yuki, who is the high level breaker who is just nuts with both power as well as technicality and musicality. We're going to see if this plays properly. Those are the pencil mills again. You see how those arms are in? I need to show you what like regular windmills look like. Oh my goodness. It's disgusting. Oh my goodness. Just comes to win every single time. Ooh! That stop is so precise. And in here, he's actually... So this is a finals, actually. And Yuki's competing with Isian. Lorenzo is with... what does he go by again? Grimson? I thought it was Grimson. Here's another clip. Yeah, you see Soren's just like genuinely doesn't understand how he does those pencil mills. So it's definitely like a signature move for him. Has some tops, you know, it does not just do like some plain and simple top rocking. Go into it. There we go. Oh my goodness. What is that? It's incredible. Like the sheer core strength you need to do to do those movements is just incredible. Nice threading. Ooh. It just makes going from top to bottom. So, oh, that was very deliberate, by the way. Like it looks like a hard impact, right? But Yuki is very, very deliberately dropping his weight into that in that very moment. Let's take a look at youtee. Youtee, again, is both breaking and house, right? So I'm going to show clips of breaking first and then house. Watch how bouncy youtee is, as well as creative with that footwork, with that top rock, because he has that house foundation as well. Oh, okay, shoulders. Hitting the floor. Like I said before, every single breaker, no matter what, like each round follows a typical formula. Top rock, then floor work. Ooh, nice. Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? I bet he was in full control of that the entire time. It's got to be ending with a freeze somehow. Oh, using that space real nice. Okay, so he didn't end with a freeze there, which is very okay. Like a freeze is typically considered something that like you have to do on the floor, but a freeze is really just anything to accentuate a set, right? Like just like, you know, stopping at the end. That is a freeze. It's just not a technically advanced freeze. For yutee's house, I think there's two clips we can look at. First is this one from June, just at a house dance competition. You can already see how different the music is, as well as the vibe of the movement, right? The movement is very, very different. Much more focused on the fast tippy, tippy, tappy, tappy. Ooh. I wish I saw him sink into the movement just a little bit more. Oh, I like that. Those kick-ups are nice. Ooh. See, that's definitely the breaker in him, right? Just being comfortable entering the floor. It's a nice long round, too. I wish the crowd was louder. Nice, nice. Watch those details. Strong ankles. Ooh. Did the MC just say nobody's cheering, yo? I don't know what he said. Okay, and then another clip I want to show us is actually youtee at a major house dance event called Summer Dance Forever, which my roommate actually was just at. Summer Dance Forever, by the way, for context, is probably one of the longest running house events in the world that brings top talent. If you search up Summer Dance Forever, you will find incredible dancers. I referenced Summer Dance Forever actually in part of my older video, the first WANDANCE video. But this is youtee at Summer Dance Forever. This is one of the largest stages for a house dancer to compete on. Oof. Okay. Wow, so flexible. And you see what I mean by like the height, right? There's just so much movement happening. And youtee knows that. yutee's moving with it. Oh, I like that. Knows that he doesn't have to go fast the entire time, right? Can slow down. There's a flow there. Nice, nice. Oof. Not afraid to feel the floor. Jacking real heavy with it. Summer Dance Forever is also insanely competitive. Like, Summer Dance Forever is one of those, I think I just had a major voice crack. We're keeping the clip. I don't want to re-record anything right now. Summer Dance Forever is a competition, right? The best house dancers are there. However, house dance is not meant to be a competition, right? You're not out there going to the club trying to, like, you know, get at someone. You're out there to vibe and to feel and to groove and to just come as you are and be yourself, right? So just remember that, even though I'm showing us a lot of competition related clips, the essence of the dance isn't always about competition. It's more than that. So that ends show and tell. We're gonna go over the other dancers in a future video. Hopefully, if I have the time. I'm gonna leave us with a note that I mentioned at the end of my last video, which is that I think we should be holding cautious optimism for this anime overall, right? I think WANDANCE has the absolute potential to become super famous. It could, I think WANDANCE could become very famous. I think WANDANCE the manga could survive because the anime does good. However, even with what we've seen from the trailer, I think the mocap will still need work. I think it's going to be teased for a couple of odd moments. And oh shoot, I didn't talk about the music. This is a confirmed list of artists and groups that are doing music, which includes one of my favorite Japanese house music artists, Jazztronic, who has made anthem after banger after banger of tracks that if I did not have an injured knee right now, I'd be getting down to right now. When I saw Jazztronic's name on that list, I freaked the fuck out. If they play Samurai in WANDANCE, it's actually over. Like my cosplay at the next anime in New York City, I'm just gonna bring a speaker everywhere. I'm just gonna be looping Samurai by Jazztronic. I'm just gonna, like, I don't know, I have a bowl cut wig already because of Mob from Mob Psycho. So I'm just gonna go as Cabo. But going back to closing out the video, cautious optimism, mocap could be shaky. Music, we also need to see what the direction of that is like, right? I've done research. I have like notes on every single musical artist that they are bringing in. You know, they've got funky stuff, hip hop and R&B, house. They're gonna be using John Scatman's Scatman track, which is awesome. It could be really good, right? Could is the important word, but we should place our hopes in Studio Madhouse and the belief that with this immensely talented group of individuals that Rie, Hata, and Madhouse and Cyclone Graphics have brought together, hopefully we can start to see what I'm dubbing the Haikyu effect. Haikyu came out and then everyone got into volleyball. Yuri on Ice, everyone got into like figure skating, Blue Lock, soccer, you know, stuff like that. I'm hoping that WANDANCE lets people enter freestyle dance and street dance because it's a friendly space, right? And I'm saying this as someone who learned how to dance in the Midwest. I didn't live in New York City my entire life, right? I was never always in this hub of culture and community and purity of connection, right? I was out there learning from Vinsanity, right? And taking steezy classes, just like everyone else who's not in a major hub of dance. But once you meet those people and you connect with them, it's just like when you find an artist somewhere and you like get to vibe out artist things, or when you get to meet a fellow singer and you talk about singer things, right? It's the exact same thing when it comes to that creative connection. Dance has not seen that sort of coverage yet in anime, and I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait. I hope you all stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Thank you again to all 0 of my Patreons and all none of my sponsors. Your support means a lot to me. Please remember to take care of yourself. I think right now I'm like feeling a little bit of the extratism because I'm so tired and I just want to make sure that I can record all this content because holy moly, I have been putting off this video for way too long. But please stay tuned. Please get excited for WANDANCE. This video is coming out in September. October is going to be the following month. Let's give WANDANCE a bunch of support and let's hope that it's a really fun watch. And you're definitely going to see more videos from me about it next time. See ya.